Welcome to our lecture online. There are other ways in which we can get those numerical coefficients of binomial expansions, but before we can come up and take a look at those methods, we need to become familiar with the concept of factorials. What is a factorial? Well, some of us may have seen this before, and just a quick review. In other cases, you may have never seen this before, and it's definitely necessary to take a look at this. It's actually a pretty simple concept. Once you see it, it is quite easy to execute a factorial. So essentially, a factorial is a product. A product of what? A product of integers. Integers in descending order, decreasing by 1. So for example, we have 4 factorial, that is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. When you multiply all that out, you get 24. You start with the number that's in front of the exclamation mark. That exclamation mark means factorial, and you start with the integer that is indicated, and then you have a descending order. It's always going to be integers, never other than integers. Now notice here's the general format of that. N factorial starts with n times 1 less than n, times 2 less, times 3 less, all the way down to 3 times 2 times 1. That'll be the end of every factorial. Of course, if you have 2 factorial, then you only have these two numbers, just like what's indicated here. Now, by definition, 0 factorial equals 1, and 1 factorial equals 1 as well. There's no product there, there's just a single number. That's what it means by definition. But 2 factorial is 2 times 1, which is 2. 3 factorial, 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6. 4 factorial, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 24. And then you can see that every time you go to the next number, 5 factorial, it'll be 5 times the previous answer, which is 120. 6 factorial is 6 times the previous answer, which is 720. 7 factorial is 7 times the previous answer, which is 5040. So you can see that very quickly the numbers get really big. Factorials grow very, very fast. And therefore, you can imagine 10 factorial, 11 factorial, 12 factorial, those numbers get to be really, really big. And so that's at least, now you know what a factorial is, and you know how to calculate one. That's all you need to know about factorials, and now we'll see how they're used to find the coefficients of the binomial expansion in the next video and beyond. So stay tuned and we'll show you how to use these factorials in binomial expansions.
I just realized, did they ever have negative factorial?
No, negative factorials do not exist by definition, only positive integers. Yeah, good question, but no. No negative numbers, no only integers, no decimals or anything like that, no fractions. Yep. Oh.